Hey, how are you? It's John from Dowie Farm. I just did a video on some mold stuff, but like, I'm just banging out a video real quick on our lights and our watering system. So here we go. It's gonna be real basic, all right? And I just did an upgrade to my watering or my lighting, so I'm gonna kind of cover that real quick. So first, let's do lights. It's gonna be a pretty quick video. What I did was I was having issues with these crappy timers. Let me show you what I was using over here. One's actually a good timer, and one's a crappy one. These are the crappy ones that you get at Depot. Everybody knows these stupid things, right? And you push the little pegs down and they're a pain in the ass. So the problem with those, the power goes out, they change. These are good Hydro Farm or whatever, you can get them different brands, timers. Okay, these are a hydroponics timer. They got 2 outlets, they run the same schedule. They have a ton of different programs available in them, which is great. And they're a little pricey. I think they're on Amazon like 12 bucks. Hydro store they're like 18 or 20, but they're good, they're reliable, they have a battery backup, so when the power goes out it doesn't change. But I was having a lot of issues probably because I was using 2 different kinds, where I have to stagger my lights because of the breakers and the electric load. So I've switched, because I'm sick of dealing with that, to these Wi-Fi deals. Hold on. These little Wi-Fi, can you see it? Yeah, I can't really see where the camera is. These little Wi-Fi, it's a Leneco. Anyway, that's a Wi-Fi 10 amp outlet. And when you download the app for these things, they have a program feature, so you can just make it a timer. Why wouldn't you do that? You know, and it was relatively inexpensive. I have 3 of those rolling. One's a TPLink one that's a little more powerful. It's a 15 amp deal. I was running a humidifier on that, or dehumidifier on that. But I decided to run my bigger system on that, and that one's down there in the corner. I don't know if you can really see it. If I can get it. Whatever. No, I don't know. It might be in the shot. It might not be. It's got an orange thing coming out of it. All right. So, that's my lighting system as far as timers go. And then I just got a lot of power strips and whatnot. I've got my power strip deal here. This is the best system I've come up with so far. For a power strip, oh, that's the pump. Sorry, I'm going to get into that in a sec. But, you know, just a power strip is a power strip is a power strip, right? Whatever. Anyway, so lights, I'll get to that those switches in a second. I did an experiment with some LEDs. That's what these are right here. They sucked. It just didn't do for me. I don't know. I might be doing something wrong. I was trying just to run one. I know that wasn't enough, but I ran trays under in the right direction, and I still wasn't happy, you know, with the results. I just didn't get as intense of a light on them as I'd like to. So what I run is it's probably a crappy shot, but I run 6500K daylight bulbs, just straight from Home Depot, T8s, and a Home Depot shop light. It's pretty basic, man. Like, and actually those white ones I showed you, they're better because they're farther apart, the bulbs, so you get a little more coverage, but they break like faster. So these ones from Lowe's, actually, sorry. These white ones from Lowe's, they have a little bit more of a span on the bulbs, and the pulse strips on one end. I think these are Lithona or something like that. They break all the time. And then over here, these ones from Depot, same price, they're silver, and they're a little bit crappier looking, and the lights are a little closer together. They never friggin' break, so go with those. No, they're not worth repairing, ever. If one breaks, I guess the smartest thing you can do is go buy a new one, stick the crappy one back in the box, take that one back. But I don't know, it's a little shady, but if you're getting duped, you're getting duped. But anyway, yeah, so that's my lighting. Pretty basic. It's on timers. I light for 12 hours at a time. That's it. Okay, cool. We're at 4 minutes. I want to get into this. So here's my watering system. It's pretty basic. So I'll show you those plugs that I was looking at. These are like $1 a piece on Amazon or something. These just make it so I can just turn the pump on, turn the pump off without having to plug them in, because all the pumps come with an outlet or just with a plug and no switch. So the pumps I'm going to show you that I like have just a 2-prong, and then the ones that I don't hate but I like the other ones better, they have a 3-prong. So it's kind of nice that the better ones have a 2-prong because it fits into these outlet things better. But let me pull one out here. They're kind of where is it? Let me see if I can get a video down here. This is what I like, these blue ones, okay? Ah, crap. All right, there we go. And I'm going to put a link to these in the show notes and or whatever in the notes. I stole a Spearcoism there. Show notes. That's just it's not generic, and it doesn't even have a friggin' brand name on it, but these blue pumps, and they're on Amazon, and they're much less expensive than the other kind, which is a little more expensive, which are these gray ones that are from Active Aqua. All right, sorry about the camera work here. Probably should have pulled one of these out, but these are the Active Aqua ones, and they're pretty good, and they come in a lot of different sizes. Like I have a big boy in here that goes to my top shelf, and this one's all Active Aquas. I have 3 different sizes, depending on how high they're going. And you want to look at your head pressure and all that stuff. But I found that I think it's like 455 gallons per minute or something like that. It's pretty good medium ground. I love the 750 ones. I think the blue ones are 750. And the other one was huge. I don't know. But that other one that's huge is going way up top. See, it's taller than me. I'm 6'3", so it's going up like 6.5 feet. Anyway, real basic. Tractor Supply, 40 or 60 gallon reservoir thing. Oh, hold on. I have to sneeze. I'm going to pause. I'm back. I didn't even sneeze. That sucks. Anyway, so then you get your basic hydro store tubing. I use 3/4 inch tubing, okay? If I had it to do all over again, right, I would do the drain side in a 1 inch because I want that shit to drop right out, okay? And then I do the supply side in a 3/4. Whatever, I'm just, pointing out stuff. It's not that big of a deal. But I have some on-offs here because I'm a little short on pumps. I like to have a dedicated pump for each flat just because I like to get shit done faster, right? With this one, I've got the biggie. I've got 3 different ones. So I have to come over. I can only do one of those 3 at a time and so on. But having one that way isn't so bad because you're going to be doing other ones while you're doing it probably. I wait until I need water on one of these trays, right? I come through and I kind of tap my flats. And when they're light, and you kind of get a feel for this. And sometimes some are, let's see if I can find one, already good. That one's pretty good. That's a shiso. And I'll just tilt them up like that. Oh, that one's really wet. So this one's not even as bad. I want to get down some water. So I'll put them up on the edge when I'm going to water, okay? And then what I do is I have these little plug-in, this is like a Botanicare deal, plug thing, all right, overflow adjuster thing. And on the overflow, or on the drain side, I've got my little 3/4 inch fitting, and like I said, I would make this 1 inch in the future if I did that again. And I put this in, and I need 2, all right, to reach the height here. And then I have, this is my pump side, and that's tray number 6. Great. Now without the switches, because you can just throw the switch, I find number 6, and I plug in number 6, and have to make sure my reservoir's got enough water in it. And if my reservoir doesn't have enough, now see it filling? Hold on, check it out. Sorry, get a shot. It's filling. And then oftentimes, because I can never remember shit, I come over here to my awesome timer that says it's 6 o'clock. It's not. And I hit start 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. And I walk away. Because if I don't do that, I walk away. And then I'm screwed. So, one of the other things I do is I have my tank here for my 55 gallon drum for my dehumidifier. It's been pretty dry, so it's not filling up very fast, but I empty that with a siphon hose, with the same hose, with an on-off valve into my reservoir. Okay, that's right here. It's like a big hose over there. And that way, I don't have to pump a lot of water in. And also what that does for me is it makes so I don't have to use tap water that's coming out at like a cold temperature in the winter. I'm getting some normalized water into my reservoir. I am going to add some heaters to this year in an experiment to try to keep my water up around 60 to 80 so that I don't like wipe out the temperature of my soil. Anyways, you see it's starting to get pretty full. And this one fills a little faster than a regular one. So 2 minutes might not be as good, or it might be because I waited a second and talked. But anyway, as it fills, I'll give them a tap, especially if there's something sensitive like basil or shiso or celery or cilantro or something like that. Now remember, I mix my soil 50-50 with perlite, so I don't have to worry about overwatering as much. And here we go. We're starting to get a little normalcy weight. That first one's good. Now I'm going to kill it because it's full. They're starting to get there. And once they start to get there, it's wicked fast. And then I pull my plug. And you see my overflow drains out. Right there. See it? Bam. That's it, man. It's overflowed. It's draining out. And now look, it's already below the water line. Okay? So I'm good. So that's like, I just watered 8 flats in like what? 2.5 minutes, if that. It's pretty sweet. These are Botanicare low tide. See, if I wasn't standing here with you guys, I would have forgot. These are Botanicare low tide 2 foot by 8 foot flats, they're called, or fill and flood tables, or ebb and flow tables, or whatever you people want to call them. I don't know. The potheads name everything. I couldn't tell you. So anyway, that's what these are. I have one with a sticker here. Check it out. I'll try to give you that look. See it? Botanicare 2x8 low tide tray black. Blah 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 blah. All right, great. I'll link to them though for you. Okay, I think I already did, but I've linked to them in every video. I just linked to all this stuff in each video. Anyway, we're pushing 11 minutes. I want to get this rolling, but that's my flood tray. All these fittings can be found at your hydro store. Do not buy them on Amazon yet because they are way too expensive on Amazon. You go to your local hydro store, you can get these flats much cheaper if you're going to buy in bulk, especially. I got them. Excuse me. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 15 of them for $75 a piece. I think they're way more than that otherwise. And got a good deal on my hose there. I got a good deal on I'm sorry, the fill hose. I don't specify which hose I'm talking about. Anyway, the you with me? The tubing, and then the on-off valves. They're never cheap, but whatever. They're not expensive either. And I recommend just getting a pump. But I got my pumps on Amazon because that was definitely less. I'm getting my timers on Amazon because that's less. I get my lights from Home Depot. I get my bulbs from Home Depot. I don't get any of that stuff online because it doesn't ship well. And the other little stuff is more expensive. Anyway, pushing 12 minutes here. I want to get rolling for you. I think I covered everything. I got the lights. I got the trays. I use 1-inch flats. Everybody knows about those. I think I'm going to start selling those soon because everybody asked me where to get them. So, from me soon. And then these shelves, they come from webstrontstore.com is the cheapest way to get those and the best way to get those. And I recommend, so these were a 10-inch wide. If I was trying to save a couple bucks, I shouldn't have done that. Because you can't pull a tray through the center of that, right? So then this next time, I got the 18-inch wide. And that was a much better deal. And this green-coated tray, or shelving, it's like the same price as the others, the chrome that I bought, or maybe it's a tiny bit more. It's talking like $1. So like total. I mean, like the whole shelf was maybe $1 more. So it's kind of silly to do that. But anyway, I'm spacing from my lights to the bottom of the fill and flood table, so it would be the bottom of this tray, the tray with the micros. I'm going, I think it's 12 inches or 10 inches, something like that, but it's not that crucial, all right? I mean, you can kind of get an idea here. I got an 8-inch span, so, I'm 8 inches from the top of those flats, so I think I'm 10, oh yeah, it was 8 inches from the top of the flats, 10 inches from the inside of that tray because it's raised a little, and it's 12 inches between shelves, and each one of these little lines is an inch. So anyway, that's it. Good stuff. Don't go to Depot unless you're not going to do this commercial. You're just trying to save money starting out and buy these shelves, unless you want to save money, like I said. But I suggest spring for the good stuff if you know you're going to do it. All right, that's all I got. John from Dowie Farm. Thanks for watching. Pardon my allergies, or I don't know. Could just be because I was outside cutting wood for a week and a half. That's it, man. Thanks for joining me. Take it easy.